Boy, alright then. Oh, ignore all this crap. I'm basically doing the recon mission for the campaign. So, anywho, making an A-10 startup video with actual someone talking, because one pet peeve of mine is all the videos of DCS startups. No one ever talks, and they don't ever zoom in on the panel for you to see what they're clicking. They just click real quick and then scroll around, and you have no idea what they're switching. So, truth be told, this video is more for one of my battles, CW or C Wong, if he ever gets back to being my wingman. So, I'm in the A-10C, you can tell because she's got the good old MCDs that the A-10A did not have. So we're going to start off, we're going to throw your battery on, your inverter on, turn on your oxygen, and I'll go ahead and do the whole full startup thing so that way you guys see the whole startup. So you're going to test your oxygen indicator down at 0.5, it'll start boom boom like that. Come over here, click your, let me make sure I hit the right one. There we go. I always left click, and then while holding it I hit the middle mouse button so I can click it, check all your lamps. Unless it's a custom campaign, you're not going to have problems with things failing. But I know, like me, when I make my own custom campaigns, I always put a probability of system failures, so you do want to check all your lights and shit if you're playing a mission that I made. Because guess what? You might fail. Alright, transmit receive on both your radios, and then put it on main. You'll see this sucker go up with asterisk like that. Booyah. Alright, then you're going to go up here to your boost pumps, left and right on both main and wing. And you're going to throw up your APU start. Do not go straight to your APU gen and fire it, or APU gen, which is right here, and click it unless you want to hear the alarm. Like if I turn this on, the alarm is going to sound because the APU is not spun up. If I turn it off, alarm goes away. Nothing wrong with the alarm being on. You can always turn on and then hit the master caution to acknowledge it. It doesn't change anything. When you're flying, if something fails, your master caution is still going to go off. So, once she gets up to right around 90 is when it tends to stop going off. Although I hit the master power. Throw up your AC gen left and right. Once you're at 100, you go and hold Alt, hit home. You start spinning up your left engine. We're going to do some time acceleration here because I don't want this to take forever. So Control Z a couple times. And there we are. Forgot to shut my canopy. You can shut your canopy at any time. And left engine is not spun up yet. Control Z. And Alt Z. There we go. Alright. Left engine started. Let's fire up the right engine. Control Z. Cha-cha-cha-cha. She's spinning. Remember, around 60% is when she started up. And 2, 3, 4, there we go. Alright, now you can turn off your gen. Come on over here, turn off your start. Alrighty, double check your engines still stay spun up, which, booyah, they both did. Your APU, like you see right here, should drop down because you're no longer using it to start the engine. So, first thing, brain fart, CDU, EGI, swing all the way to the left here, uncage your pitch thing bobber, boom, back to center. All you have to do to uncage this is take it, well, typically I just go down and back up, but some players go all the way up and then come back down. You can do either one. As long as you come back down on this, like that, you'll be fine. You just recenter. And what am I forgetting? Throw your displays on, boom, boom. All I have to do is 2 clicks, puts them in day. Remember, if you're in a night mission, to only click it once. Make sure it's at night, so you're not freaking lighting your cockpit up like a beacon. We already turned on our CPU EGI, so there we go, there we go. When you hit this one, it's going to come up, oh shit, what the hell? Damn, middle click sometimes doesn't work. It's going to prompt you to do the test, so we're going to do the test. Oh, excuse me, apologies. Oh, excuse me again, what the hell? Alright, well that's running through its bits and your displays are loading and CIC's loading everything. Do your pitches. This I can never get to stick unless I hold the left mouse button, double click the middle button, and then unclick it. Then it holds. If I just left click, it doesn't hold. So whatever, I don't know if it's a bug or just I'm retarded and don't know what I'm doing. So now we're just waiting for the IFCC to finish its thing and waiting for these loads. We're going to time accelerate. Cha-cha-cha. Cha-cha-cha-cha. There we go, and we're going to go down to, oh, it's already at exit, enter, down to exit. We'll be back in this, well actually not in that menu. Alright, once you've done the test there, you're going to continue that switch up to up, you're going to hit load all right here. Alright, this is going to start loading all the information from your cartridges for the current mission drawn. Just time accelerate. Typically, make sure I'm on the right stop time. Okay. was one ahead. Once the white bar disappears there, you should be loaded. So you can select, you're going to go CDU on this side, you can go 10 on this side. If this isn't loaded yet, no big deal. You just need to give it more time for the cartridges to load. It's not like it's not going to come up. Alright. Okay, so once you select this, you're going to throw this sucker on nav. And we already did the IFCC. Why am I... Sorry, I've been drinking. I feel like a retard. Alright, let's throw our countermeasures up. Remember, when you turn this on, you're going to start hearing the radar pings. It's right there. Nothing to be worried. We're not going to get shot on the runway, hopefully. Throw your JTRS on. And we already selected nav, right? I jumped ahead of myself. Yep, selected nav. Alright, AGI is this button right here. You're going to select that. If that button's not selected, you won't have the, here, let me recenter, I'm all fucked up. You're not going to have this if you don't have AGI selected. So let's go back to HARPS. You notice what disappeared? Holy shit, we have no nose indicator. So you come on back down here and you hit AGI. This button's easy to forget until you start moving and you're like, holy fuck, where's my nose indicator? That's all you gotta do. Hit that sumbitch and bam, you got your nose indicator. Alright, EAC. Here's the interesting thing about your EAC. One, it's under the throttle right here. Two, it won't stay on unless the navigation is already aligned. Just like the A-10A, if any of you know the A-10A, you have to give it 10 minutes on the I was about to say hardball, on the deck or the frickin', hardball, in order to align. Okay, what you can do sometimes is you can look at the time right here, and you count about 10 minutes. For that, you can use time acceleration, or you can just not care. I usually just finish my startup, set my profiles. By the time I'm done, I can turn my EAC on. Alright, so don't forget your anti-skid, taxiing lights, you saw them turn on right there, or you can turn on your landing lights if you want the really bright ones, but it's whatever. Lights are lights. Plus it's daytime, so who the fuck cares? And on your joystick, if you have it set, right there you see the light come on, steering engaged. Make sure you set your nose wheel steering. If you start going forward and you don't turn, just turn on your nose wheel steering. Good. Alright, and as of now, you are... Oh, I forgot one important thing. Booyah! If you're wondering if you started up correctly, all you gotta do is check this sucker right here. Okay? Nav, EAC, and sometimes your GCIS, I think, are the only lights that'll be lit if you put something out of order. Alright, don't forget your countermeasures are on standby. Once you get airborne, you want to turn them on auto or semi or however you play. Alright, what we're going to do, what I like to do, is set my profiles up while I'm on the ground. Basically, this is that time. Oh, I don't have any weapons to set up, that's right. If I did, this is where I would set up my weapons. I usually take this time while my nav is aligning, set up my profiles and shit. I don't have weapons on this, so I'm not going to show you guys that. Plus, there's other videos with pilots who have done great videos on that, and they've actually explained it with words, so don't really need me to reiterate. Anyhoodle, that is it. All you'd have to do at this point is freaking F5, boom, and let them know you're ready to taxi. Okay, now remember, your nav, you have to wait that time for the nav to align. Let's just see if I accelerate time. We'll go ahead and accelerate. I'll wait until 8:30, see if that's enough time for my ASC to align. Let's go a little faster. Wow! It's super speed! Oh my god! I don't know if anyone's ever tried flying with time acceleration. It's very crazy. It's fun, but suicidal. Oh, yeah, we got some chop. We got some chop going on. I don't even know how far I had accelerated. Let's see. Boom, 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 boom. There we go. Alright, back in the cockpit. Let's see. I always have to scroll way to the right to get to it. And there we go. Alright. You know, remember EAC's basic. This is the whole panel as your autopilot, okay? You gotta let your nav align so it'll work your autopilot for you. Why do I always do that? There we go. And now you are officially ready. Your EAC is ready to go. Okay, note on that. If you take off before your EAC is ready to turn on, it doesn't mean your autopilot won't work. It just means it might be off by a little bit. A little bit could be a mile or two. A little bit could be 10 feet or so. It depends on how much it aligned before you started moving. A lot of times some guys will sit there and start taxiing while their EAC is aligning, or their nav's aligning, sorry. And that's perfectly fine. Their systems end up only being off by a few feet, which realistically, you're a fucking plane. A few feet doesn't matter. Unless you drop bombs, then, well, even then, a few feet doesn't matter, because it's a 50 feet or more kill zone, so tens of 20s of feet might matter a little more. Any hoodle, nice, quick, easy, Wong. I hope this helps, because I know as soon as you get this, you're going to be wondering, how the hell do I start this up, and blah, blah, blah. So, let's see if this helps. Deuces.